and welcome back. Today we will continue our exploration of the series with Half Moon or Ardha Chandrasana. A new pranayama concept in this portion is 80-20 breathing. We'll fill the lungs completely before the pose, then inhale and exhale only 20%, keeping the lungs 80% full to create a cushion to prevent bending too far. To begin, come to Tadasana, mountain pose, at the top of the mat. Feet together, toes touching, heels apart. Inhale the arms overhead. Interlace the fingers, releasing the index fingers to the sky. Feet stay together throughout the posture. Shoulders are relaxed while lifting through the spine, arms glued to the ears or just behind the ears if possible. For a warm-up, tuck the tailbone. Send the hips to the left a little bit. Hands reach right. Switch. Send the hips to the right and the hands to the left. Go a little further each time. Do 7 to each side and come back center, keeping the hands raised. Tucking the tailbone, hips go forward. Begin to push the hips left while reaching as far over to the right as possible. Keep lifting and reaching, sending the hips left, the hands right. Keep the arms glued to the ears. Keep breathing. Keep pushing the hips. Hold for 20. Inhale back to center. Keep reaching towards the ceiling. Repeating for the left side. Feet stay together. Throughout the posture, shoulders relaxed while lifting through the spine, arms glued to the ears or just behind them if possible. Tuck the tailbone, the hips go forward, and begin to push the hips to the right while reaching as far over to the left with the hands as possible. Keep lifting and reaching, rounding the spine to the side. Keep the arms glued to the ears. Keep the breath going. Keep pushing the hips to the side. Hold for 20 seconds. Inhale back to center. Keep the arms up, fingers reaching towards the ceiling. Prepare for the back bend part. The arms still reaching up, fingers pointing toward the ceiling. Look up across the fingertips. Inhale and fill the lungs for 80-20 breathing. Relax the neck and shoulders. If you have back issues, you can stay right here. Tuck the tailbone, hips go slightly forward. Inhale, fill the lungs. Reach back towards the space behind you as far as your body allows. Keep breathing your 20% breaths in the posture. Keep the glutes engaged. The neck is relaxed. Lifting with the heart. Gaze going backwards. Keep pushing the hips forward. Continue breathing your 80-20 breathing and hold the pose for 20 seconds. Inhale yourself back up. Pause at the center. Fold forward while exhaling fully, extending the spine all the way. Bend the knees as deeply as you can. Glue the abdomen to the thighs for this posture if possible. Take your first 2 fingers on each hand and grab your big toes, wrapping your fingers under them and putting the back of your thumbnail to the big toenail for Padangusthasana. Push up through the legs to straight if possible. Bend the knees if needed to keep the back straight and stay for a few breaths. Keep pushing up through the legs to try and straighten the knees and keep pulling the body to the thighs with the arms. On an inhale, release the toes and look up halfway for Ardha Uttanasana, fingertips to the mat. Exhale, lift the front of the feet, bend the knees and put the hands palm up under each foot for Padahastasana. The goal is to get your toes to your wrists, but only go as far as you are comfortable. Lower the toes and put the weight back towards the toes. Try to straighten the legs, or keep the legs engaged towards straightening them, keeping the torso pressed to the thighs, your back straight. Hold here for a few breaths. If the knees are bent, it's perfectly fine. Try to keep the bend out of the back and into the legs. Keep the legs and arms engaged. On an inhale, release the hands. Look up halfway to Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bring the hands together. Inhale, come all the way up, straight legs, straight spine, reaching through the front wall up to the ceiling. Extend the spine as we come all the way back up. Exhale, bring the hands down to prayer at the heart. Inhale, roll the shoulders back to Tadasana and take a few breaths here. This concludes the half moon portion of the series. This series balances itself nicely by bending from left to right, then back to front. Feel free to stay longer in each bend or repeat the series after a short break. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.